So you're telling me about the metal detector when they come?
Metal detector, this is the only entrance the jury's going to be coming in and out of the jury pool. So...
So you're telling me about the metal detector when they come?
Metal detector, this is the only entrance the jury's going to be coming in and out of the jury pool. So when they get here for their assigned time, they'll bottleneck out here because they come in a decent group. And we are so close that we can talk without corralling them. We can simply be having a conversation, holding signs, much less casting anything out. And they will know that they have the option of disregarding an unjust law. And when those that get seated get to hear the case, we're hoping it's going to ring true for at least one.
That's going to be the main defense here for Ed this time around again, isn't it?
That's his hope.
Just jury nullification.
He's betting 7 years on it.
Okay, well, so there is a... Have you had any bigger crowd here, or is this it here? You got about a dozen people.
Well, this is it here. I think a lot of people, when they realized the trial wasn't starting today, just wanted to have a presence here because we said we were going to be here. But that doesn't mean people aren't going to be here on Thursday. There should be more people at the beginning of the trial at the jury selection.
Look at our crowd here today. You have a true committee here, like a lady who's got her hands full with some cute kids. You have this lady. You have you, who's lost his wife. This young man.
I don't know. He showed up behind my back.
The gentleman with the goatee bald. Here's the gentleman with the hat on.
This is co-founder of the coalition, Ken Walsker.
Thank you.
Retired registered nurse.
And a retired RN. And this very lawyerly looking fella. Two very lawyerly looking fellows, you know. Okay. And, I mean, this is quite a background here. This lady looks the part, of course. You know, but what is the story with the... It's wonderful to see diversity in a group, isn't it?
Yes.
Freedom is universal.
Wait, tell me a little something about yourself, sir.
Well, I'm a freedom activist, and I like to support people that fight for freedom, and Ed Fortune is one of those men. And I've always admired his work, and he's earned our support. So,
are you his attorney?
Absolutely not.
Are you an attorney?
No, I am not.
You're not. What kind of work do you do?
I don't even play one on TV.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm an advertising consultant.
I see. Okay. What's your name again?
It's Jim.
Jim. Okay, fine. What about you, sir? You have that lawyerly look too. You're here in support of Ed.
I neither admit nor deny the allegation.
Okay. And what's your name?
David Perry Davis.
I see.
I'm an attorney. I'm not here for Ed specifically. I'm doing a case.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Done a lot of civil rights cases, and very supportive of the idea behind it, that the state doesn't have the right to come in and tell you whether or not you can smoke a weed that grows in your garden. Big advocate of that. I agree 100%.
I see what you mean. Let me say this. What do you think the prospects for jury nullification are?
Well, an attorney cannot ask a jury to nullify. The jury has to occur to the jury, so maybe they'll read these signs. But it's possible. I mean, the state has to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, every element of it. So hopefully there'll be a hole in there somewhere, and the jury will acquit for one reason or the other. Because plainly, I don't want to spend my tax dollars locking this guy up when we got muggers and rapists out there that the cops could be spending their time on.
Well, let me say this: has it happened before? That, I mean, essentially what you're asking here, and has it happened before that a jury just says, the law shouldn't even be on the books, toss it out? That's what you want.
He could, again, he can't argue that. I don't know. He's not an attorney. He's going to be representing himself with standby counsel, I understand. So the judge may instruct him on what he can and can't argue, and may shut him down if he starts to say you should nullify because the law is wrong. And the judge may give him some latitude on that. I couldn't guess. You can just jump on Google and type, nullify verdict, nullify criminal case, and you'll see other examples of where it's happened.
Google Bob Constantine.
Yeah.
It's a recent case where he was a very successful case. It wasn't completely successful in New Hampshire just recently. If you Google Bob Constantine, the entire trial is on video, in fact, and you can hear Bob's jury nullification defense. He made an impassioned plea to the jury. He said, look, I'm just a regular guy. I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't defraud anybody. And you have the power to say that I shouldn't go to jail. And they actually reduced his, they didn't completely let him off, but they were given the opportunity to reduce his charge substantially. And so most of his troubles were successfully nullified. That's just one recent example that I'm aware of, and there are many others.
Okay.